Hi guys, welcome to goldfries. Now, special looking casing, right? So I understand that you guys have seen many other special looking casing before, but maybe you haven't seen this one. This one is from Invasion and the model is a GT-100, and as you can see, it's of a very unique design. This is the front actually, with the tempered glass panel, and the power buttons and the ports are at the front. So the shape is kind of like a mecha-ish design. As you can see, this is the black model. There are models in other colors. So black, it retails at RM 499, sturdy build. And what's nice, even though this is a pretty new brand actually in the market, what's inside here I noticed is that it comes with nice nicely placed cutouts with rubber grommets. And let me show you a bit more things that are bundled in the package. They've included 4 RGB LED fans as such, and then besides the 4 fans, it comes with a hub and a remote control unit for you to control these devices. And then there are 2 pieces of tempered glass, of which I'm going to just hold one. So the tempered glass is for both sides of the panel. Speaking of both sides, let's look at the other side, of which you will see. Let me angle it with the light so you can see it has a sufficient clearance over at the back here, and with the glass on, you have actually plenty of room for accessories and cable management. Though having both sides being glass panel, I do recommend that you use a modular power supply. Now let's look at the somewhat underside, because this is the part where typically the back of a casing is, but in this case it's back and under a bit. Looking at what I see right now, looks okay. It's not the sturdiest of metal based on the rattling sound. And then other things to note will be that the mounting points, the holes, they are, I'll put it this way, it looks like it may restrict airflow a bit. Unlike many other vents, it has a quite thick grids. These thick grids I feel that do block quite a lot of airflow, but that aside, the whole casing looks all right. So without further ado, okay, I've just realized I need to show you one more thing. Underside here is where over here is where you place the power supply. There's no power supply shroud, so this goes back to my point of using a modular power supply, because a modular power supply will be neater to look at. You don't have an octopus to manage. So without further ado, let's have a look at my build. Alright guys, so we are back with the GT-100 build. So as you can see, at the top are 2 fans with an AIO. The AIO is from Silverstone. So the 2 top fans and the 2 fans at the rear are the bundled fans. And here is the front 200mm fans. So let me take the front panel off for you to have a better, clearer look inside. Because as I switch the angle, you may not be able to see the insides, as it will show the lights, the glare. So with the removal of the 4 front screws, As you can see, I'm holding this panel. It is supported well. Actually, if I let go, well, this one, it may fall off, but at least there's some form of support. It's not too bad. I've seen it's actually all right. I've seen cases where the moment you take off everything, it just falls off. This is not the case. I think Invasion did a good job on that. So let me twist it around for you to have a look. So this is the interior. I'm using an ASRock X570 Taichi motherboard with an ASRock RX 5700 XT graphics card, and there's also the T-Force Nighthawk RAM inside. So overall appearance of the GT-100, top notch. Build quality wise, it's actually good too. It's not super sturdy like say Fractal Design, but for a new brand, I'd say it's great. And it is also somewhat modular. For example, if when I was installing this AIO, I had to remove the top panel. So the top panel, and to what I can see, the bottom panel or bottom front panel here are removable. So being removable parts, you can actually have quite some mods going on around it, of which I have intention to perform some mods on this casing because it is definitely interesting. A bit of, now this casing being, if you imagine a rectangular casing, this is tilted. So whatever that you have right now is tilted this way, but as you can see, it's not perfect rectangle, so you actually lose out quite a bit of space. So it took me a bit of effort to figure out how to place my AIO, but I guess it, by the looks of it, I think it turns out well. Other areas, let me show you. The back is a little bit, messy. As always with casing reviews, I don't go full on with my cable management, but I think what's the thing that Invasion can improve would be the parts, the things at the rear. Let's see. Let me turn it around. Hope it doesn't power off. So this is the rear, my messy rear. Now I wish that the 2.5-inch drive cage is the other way around. Let me at least showcase what drive I'm using. The fans do not connect to the motherboard directly, so I have no control of the speed, but fortunately it's not loud. It comes with this hub that it connects to Molex port, and what I can do is I can change the modes of the RGB LED. There's many modes. You can adjust even the speed, you cycle through the mode and have adjustment on the brightness, of which I'm not actually showing you now because I'm talking all the way. So yeah, that's pretty much for that. I wish that they also have more allocate the space for me to put this hub, because it's surrounded by how to say, connecting points for it, though I'm not adding any new connection points. Took me a while to figure out where to put the hub. In the end, I just put it at the spare drive bay over here, and I could have put it here, but there's rubber grommets which I think they prepare it for ITX users so they can install it easily. Then there's the other issue of the cutout. The cutout is a bit small, so and it has a bit of there's not much clearance. So my concern is when you use coolers with bigger, let's say a bigger block of this bracket, this mounting bracket at the back, it might be an issue. I usually prefer wider cuts, so that in this case, for example, if I want to change the cooler, right, I will remove the AMD's stock mount, and I would like to put something else. I can't do it with this size cutout. I have to totally remove the board, so that would be an issue. But that aside, I wish there's also more of this hooks kind of thing, where you see some casings, they have a lot of things that come out. I don't know what you call that, but it's something that you can use tight. You can do some cable management where you route the cable and zip tie it. Those are the things I like. Now, speaking of the performance, I first tested it with the side panel open, which is like this. Side panel open, and I tested Unigine superposition 1080p extreme on this RX 5700 XT Taichi at the maximum fan RPM. Why do I use the maximum fan speed? Well, that's because that's a way for me to know whether or not the airflow is restricting the performance, because that's already the maximum performance. It is not interfered by the graphics card's firmware. So with that, with the side panel open, the peak temperature is at 71 degrees Celsius. With both front and sides closed, the reading topped at 73 degrees Celsius. With the front panel open, the temperature drops significantly, peaking at only just 67 degrees Celsius, and with both front and sides open, the peak temperature is at 66 degrees Celsius. So performance-wise, basically this glass is obstructing the performance of the fan. So ideally, what Invasion can do is give a bit more clearance. Maybe with this one, double it or triple it. It might look a bit ugly, but that will actually help a lot with the performance. This is a 200mm fan, so clearly it needs more area for intake. Even if, as I put my hands here, I can feel the air is going in, but it looks like it's suffocating on that aspect. So overall, at RM 499, I love the looks, I love the modding ability, and overall it looks great. The fan does not connect to motherboard, it connects to hub. So that's a downside, because I don't actually get to control the fan speed anyway. I want it's just through the hub. There's a limitation there, but at least it looks beautiful. I hit and miss over that part. And minor things like what I mentioned over at the rear, which they can improve. So overall, I really still like the casing, and I'm giving it a gold badge for the effort they put in to create this nice design, nice finishing. In fact, the cutting is nice. It's like I barely can find any flaws. And yeah, overall, that's what I think of this casing. Lovely one from Invasion. So that's all for this video. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.